So what does it really take to come back from being completely broken? I mean, not just to recover, but to totally transform yourself. Today, we're jumping right into one of Demon Slayer's most important training arcs to figure out the anatomy of a real breakthrough.
You know, it's a question we've all probably asked ourselves at some point. How do you rebuild from rock bottom? When your body's a wreck, your spirit is absolutely crushed, and the road ahead just seems impossible. In Demon Slayer, that's not just some metaphor, it's the brutal, painful reality.
And that's exactly where we find our heroes. Tanjiro, well, he just nails the mood here. After that insane battle on Mount Nadagumo, there's no party, no celebration. It's just the grim truth of a long, painful road to recovery.
So that brings us to the aftermath at the Butterfly Mansion. Our guys might be broken, but they are definitely not defeated. Still, things are looking pretty grim.
And just look at our trio here, Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Inosuke. They are completely laid out. We're talking bedridden, having to choke down this awful-tasting medicine, with muscles that have wasted away and morale that's hit rock bottom. At this point, just surviving feels less like a win and more like, well, a punishment.
But here's the thing. Healing isn't just about lying around and resting. Nope. A whole new challenge gets thrown at them. A grueling process that's really nothing short of a rehabilitation gauntlet. And listen, this is not your average physical therapy session. The whole regimen, laid out by Aoi, is a 3-stage nightmare. First up, you've got some basic stretches just to get their bodies working again. Then, it's this weirdly intense reflex game with medicated water. And to top it all off, a brutal game of full-body tag against some seriously skilled trainees.
The results? Well, they show a staggering, almost unbelievable gap in skill. They don't just lose to Kanao Tsuyuri, they are completely and utterly dominated. I mean, they can't get a single drop of water on her, and when they play tag, they can't even touch a single strand of her hair. The defeat isn't just a loss, it's absolute.
And this is where the team starts to crack. That constant, soul-crushing failure, it's just too much for Zenitsu and Inosuke. So they quit, they just give up, leaving Tanjiro to face this impossible mountain all by himself.
So, the big question is, how does Tanjiro possibly pull this off when his friends just quit? Well, the answer lies in a secret breathing technique, and it's the real key to unlocking a whole new level of power.
This is the question that has to be tearing through Tanjiro's mind. Kanao isn't just a little faster. It feels like she's operating on a completely different plane of existence. What's her secret? What's she doing that they aren't?
Well, the answer is this game-changing technique called total concentration constant. And look, this isn't just about getting a quick power-up for a fight. No. This is about completely rewiring your body to stay in that peak state 24/7. That's the secret sauce that separates the elite Hashira and Kanao from pretty much everyone else.
Okay, so knowing the secret is one thing, right? But actually mastering it? That's a whole other story. For Tanjiro, this kicks off a pretty lonely and incredibly painful journey to actually master it.
And his first tries? Oh, they are pure agony. The physical toll is just immense. His lungs feel like they're on fire, his ears are ringing off the hook, and for a second, he honestly feels like it's impossible. The pain is so bad, he just wants to give up.
But instead of just throwing in the towel, Tanjiro does what Tanjiro does best. He gets methodical. He takes this impossible task and breaks it down into tiny, manageable steps. He goes right back to the basics his master Urakodaki taught him. Running drills, meditating to sharpen his focus, and even visualizing sending air to every last cell in his body, one step at a time.
Okay, so to build up the insane lung power this takes, he gets a new training tool, these special, super hard gourds. And the goal? It sounds crazy, but he has to blow into them with so much force that they literally explode from the inside.
And see, this gourd isn't just for show. It's a visual, right? It's a physical representation of the incredible power he's trying to achieve. The massive size of the gourd Kanao can break becomes this tangible, intimidating benchmark of the gap he needs to close. But here's the thing. You can train your body all you want, but without the will to push it, you'll hit a wall. And Tanjiro is about to be given something way more powerful than any technique. He's about to be entrusted with a Hashira's hidden dream.
The insect Hashira, Shinobu Kocho, she pulls him aside and reveals her deepest, most hidden wish, a dream she got from her sister who was killed by a demon, a dream of a world where humans and demons can actually coexist. And she tells Tanjiro that she believes he, with his unique compassion, is the one who can make it happen.
And this is where you really see the deep conflict inside Shinobu. On the outside, she's always got that smile on her face. But Tanjiro, he can sense it, that constant anger bubbling right under the surface, born from seeing her sister slaughtered. She's carrying this beautiful dream of peace, but she herself is consumed by a hatred that she just can't shake.
So now he's fueled by this new purpose, right? This borrowed dream. And that's what lets him push past all his physical limits and finally achieve the ultimate breakthrough.
So 20 days pass. Just think about that. 20 days of non-stop, relentless effort. He's pushed his body to its absolute breaking point, all while carrying Shinobu's impossible dream in his heart. And after all of that pain, all of that perseverance, something has fundamentally changed in him.
And the results? Wow. They are absolutely undeniable. Remember when he couldn't even get close? Now he snatches that cup with ease. In tag, he's matching Kanao's speed, move for move. He didn't just get a little better, he has completely mastered total concentration constant. He has finally reached her level.
So you see, this whole journey was never just about getting stronger. Tanjiro rebuilt his body for sure, but in the process, he took on the incredible emotional weight of an impossible dream. He's more powerful than ever, no doubt, but that leaves us with the real question, the one that matters most. Now that he's mastered his body, can he really carry the weight of a dream to befriend his mortal enemies?